This year, we're hoping to expand collaboration and improve understanding among the United States, South Korea, and Australia, but primarily on focusing in actionable recommendations in which there can be more deeper and meaningful collaboration moving forward. So throughout the project, the Atlantic Council, with the Korea Foundation support, convened 2 private virtual workshops with rising US, South Korean, and Australian junior and career experts who represent the next generation of policymakers, academics, and private sector leaders who will operationalize this cooperation during their careers. So this next generation network discussed challenges, opportunities, and other items for bridging perspectives and bolstering both traditional and non-traditional cooperation and security. So based on the ideas raised during the workshop discussions, the participants offered concrete and actionable recommendations for a next generation agenda, with a particular emphasis on how policymakers, scholars, and private sector experts in each region can collectively implement the agenda.
I think amidst a rapidly evolving strategic environment in the Indo-Pacific, security cooperation amongst like-minded partners has arguably never been more critical. The prospects of a more sophisticated trilateral security partnership between these 3 countries offers a promising component of addressing the declining security situation we're facing in this region. And I think these 3 countries in particular offer a diverse but complementary set of capabilities that have yet to be untapped together. One of the areas in this brief that we identify, which we think is very critical, is moving towards a more federated defense industrial network, pulling the resources, capabilities, and technical know-how of these 3 countries to develop more sophisticated capabilities to ensure a balance of power in the region. And I think the logic for this includes the following options. As said, the United States defense industrial base is facing a significant pressures to surge in the face of growing demands for defense materials, countering China's growing industrial edge, and be able to develop and deliver vital defense materials to the US and its partners during a conflict.
The most important message from our Asia brief that I personally like to highlight is that this trilateral cooperation must establish the legitimacy beyond the 3 countries across the Indo-Pacific. South Korea and Australia often frame themselves as middle powers, which is valid relative to the US. However, within the Indo-Pacific, both are advanced, capable, and influential states. They have a capacity to shape the regional norms and contribute to mutual benefits as a proactive security providers. Therefore, this trilateral arrangement should not be perceived merely as a bloc responding to a great power competition, but rather as a trusted partner contributing to an inclusive and stable regional order. In this issue brief, non-traditional security issue and their solution offer the most practical starting point for trilateral cooperation. These challenges require multilateral solutions, offer less political risk, and provide credible alternatives to China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, enabling the effective leverage of assistance and soft power across the Indo-Pacific region.
Aligning approaches to export controls, investment screening, and responses to economic coercion would also help balance innovation and security. And thus, expanding into economic security would make the trilateral framework more comprehensive, forward-looking, and better equipped to address the evolving challenges of the Indo-Pacific. And as the title of our broader project suggests, the voices of younger professionals should be properly heard and valued in the overall decision-making process. Fostering next-generation network among early career policymakers, researchers, or professionals across the 3 countries could be a meaningful step into that direction. And this could take the form of joint fellowship programs, policy innovation lab, or exchange workshop like this that build long-term people-to-people and institutional linkages.
Well, this is the end of today's discussion. This is not the end of a larger strategic conversation, so be sure to check out the Atlantic Council's website at atlanticcouncil.org for forthcoming content and events from the Indo-Pacific Security Initiative featuring experts, including the next generations of national security leaders.